सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः ऋषिभ्यो नमः मुनिभ्यो नमः गुरुभ्यो नमः देवताभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादिगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति विश्वकल्याणार्थं साधकानाम् आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यादि क्षेमस्थैर्यादि प्राप्त्यर्थं बृहद आरण्यक उपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Parayanam, we have done the third Brahmanam. Let us do the fourth one today. Then we have only 5 Brahmanas which conclude this Upanishad. Okay? Om Atha Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Atha षष्ठोऽध्यायः अथ चतुर्थं ब्राह्मणं 6th chapter 4th ब्राह्मण पारायणम्। ओम येषां वै भूतानां पृथिवी रसः पृथिव्या आपः अपाम् ओषधयः ओषधीनां पुष्पाणि पुष्पाणां फलानि फलानां पुरुषः पुरुषस्य रेतः सः प्रजापतिरीक्षां चक्रे हन्तास्मै प्रतिष्ठां कल्पयानि इति स स्त्रियगं ससृजे तागं सृष्ट्वा अध उपास्ते तस्मात् स्त्रियम् अध उपासीत स एतं प्राञ्चं ग्रावाणम् आत्मनः एव समुदापरयेत् यत् तेन एनम् अभ्यसृजत् एनामभ्यसृजत् तस्या वेदिरूपस्थः लोमानि वर्हिः चर्माधिशवणे समिद्धो मध्यः तस्थौ मुष्कौ स यावान् हवै वाजपेयेन यजमानस्य लोको भवति तावान् अस्य लोको भवति य एवं विद्वान् अधोपहासं चरति आसागं श्रीनागं सुकृतं वृङ्के अथ य इदम् अविद्वान् अधोपहासं चरति आस्य स्त्रियः सुकृतं वृञ्जते एतद्धस्म वै तद्विद्वान् उद्दालक आरुणिः आह एतद्धस्म वै तद्विद्वान् नाको मौद्गल्यः आह एतद्धस्म वै तद्विद्वान् कुमारः हरित आहव बहवो मर्या ब्राह्मणायना निरिन्द्रिया विसुकृतः अस्मात् लोकात् प्रयन्ति य इदम् अविद्वागं सः अधोपहासं चरन्ति इति बहुवा इदगं सुप्तस्य वा जाग्रतो वा रेतः स्कन्दते तदभिमृशेत् अनुवा मन्त्रयेत यन्मेध्य रेतः पृथ्वीम् आस्कन्सीत् यदोषधीः अप्यसरद् यदपः इदमहं तद्रेतः आददे माम् एव तु इन्द्रियं पुनः तेजः पुनर्भगः पुनरग्निर्धिष्ण्या यथास्थानं कल्पन्तामिति अनामिकाङ्गुष्ठाभ्याम् आदाय अन्तरेण स्तनौ वा भ्रुवौ वा निमृज्यात् अत यद्यि उदकम् आत्मानं पश्येत् तदभिमन्त्रयेत मयि तेजः इन्द्रियं यशो द्रविणगं सुकृतम् इति श्रीर्हवा एषा स्त्रीणां यन्मलो द्वासः तस्मात् मलोद्वाससं यशस्विनीम् अभिक्राम्य उपमन्त्रयेत् सा च एतस्मै न दद्यात् काममेनाम अविक्रीणयात् सा च यत् अस्मै नैव दद्या अकामम् एनां यष्ट्या वा पाणिना वा उपहत्य अतिक्रामेत् इन्द्रियेण ते यशसा यश आददे इति अयशा एव भवति। सा चेदस्मै दद्यात् इन्द्रियेण ते यशसा यश आदधामि इति यशस्विनौ एव भवतः। स याम् इच्छेत् कामयेत मा इति तस्याम् अर्थं निष्ठाय मुखेन मुखगं संधाय उपस्थमस्य अविमृश्य जपेद अंगादंगात् संभवसे हृदयादि जायसे सत्वमंग कषायोऽसीत् ओसि दिग्धविद्धमिव मादये मामं मयीते हतयामिच्छेत् न गर्भं दधीत इति तस्यामर्थं निष्ठाय मुखेन मुखगं संधाय अभिप्राण्यापान्यादीन्द्रियेण तेरेतसा रेत आदद इति अरेता एव भवति। हतयामिच्छेत् दधीतेति तस्यामर्थं निष्ठाय मुखेन मुखगं संधाय अपान्याभिप्राण्यादिन्द्रियेण तरेतसा रेत आदधामीति गर्भिणी एव भवति। अत यस्य जायायै जारः स्यात् तं चेत् विष्याद् आमपात्रे अग्निमुपसमादाय प्रतिलोमगं शरबर्हिस्तीर्त्वा तस्मिन्नेताः शरभृष्टिः प्रतिलोमाः सर्वशाक्ताः जुह्यात् मम समिद्धे अहौषीः प्राणापानौ त आददे असौ इति मम समिद्धे हौषीः पुत्रपशोगंस्त आददे सौ इति मम समिद्धे अहौषीः इष्टासकृते त आददे सौ इति मम समिद्धे अहौषीः आशापराकाशौ त आददे असौ इति स वा एष निरिन्द्रियो विसुकृतो अस्मात् लोकात् प्रैति य एवं विद्वान् ब्राह्मणः शपति तस्मादेवं वित् श्रोत्रियस्य दारेण न उपहासमिच्छेद उतं हि एवं वित् परो भवते। अत यस्य जायामार्तम् आर्तवं विन्देत् त्र्यहं खगं सेन पिबेत् आहतवासान एनां वृषलो वा वृषली उपहन्यात् त्रिरात्रान्ते आप्लुत्य व्रीहीनवघातयतो स य इच्छेत् पुत्रो मे शुक्लो जायेत वेदमनुब्रुवीत सर्वमायुर्यादिति क्षीरोदनं पाचयित्वा सर्पिष्मन्तमश्नीयाताम् ईश्वरौ जनयित वै। अत इच्छेत् पुत्रो मे कपिलः पिङ्गलो जायेत द्वौ वेदौ अनुब्रुवीतु सर्वमायुर्यात् इति दध्योदपानं पाचयित्वा सर्पिष्मन्तमश्नीयात् अश्नीयाताम् ईश्वरो जनयित वै। अतः इच्छेत् पुत्रो मे श्यामो लोहिताक्षो जायेत त्रीन् वेदाननुब्रुवीत सर्वमायुर्यादिति औदोदनं पाचयित्वा सर्पिष्मन्तमश्नीयाताम् ईश्वरो जनयित वै। अत य इच्छेत् दुहिता मे पंडिता जायेत सर्वमायुर्यादिति तिरौदनं पाचयित्वा सर्पिष्मन्तमश्नीयाताम् ईश्वरो जनयित वै। अत य इच्छेत् पुत्रो मे पंडितो विगीतः समितिङ्गमः शुश्रूषितां वाचं भाषिता जायेत सर्वान् वेदाननुब्रुवीत सर्वमायुर्यादिति मागं सौदनं वाचयित्वा सर्पिष्मन्तमश्नीयातामीश्वरो जनित वा अक्षोयेण वार्षवेण वा। We'll chant two more remaining tomorrow. अथाभ्रिप्रातरेव स्थालीपाकावृताद्यञ्जेष्टित्वा स्थालीपाकस्य उपघातं जुहोति अग्नये स्वाहा अनुमतये स्वाहा देवाय सवित्रे सत्यप्रसवाय स्वाहेति उत्वोद्धृत्य प्राश्नाति पार्श्वेतरस्याः प्रयच्छति प्रक्षाल्य वाणी उदपात्रं पूरयित्वा तेन एनां त्रिः अभ्युक्षुति उत्तिष्ठातो विश्वावसोन्यामिच्छ प्रपूर्व्यागं संजायां प्रत्यासहेते अत एनामभिपद्यते अमोहमस्मि सात्वगं सात्वमस्य मोहगं सामाहमस्मि रुक्त्वं द्यौरहं पृथिवी त्वं तावेव सगम्रभावहै सह रेतो ददावहै पुगंसे पुत्राय वित्तये इति। ओम शांति शांति शांति। With tomorrow we will be concluding our Brahadaranyaka Upanishad trial Parayanam which we started. ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषतो ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Om Taittiriya Mayacharya Prasadataha Vispashtartharuchinam hi Vyakyayam Sampraniyate. Om Atha Pratama Shiksha Valli Prathamanuvagaha Shanti Mantraha. Om Shanno Mitraha Shamvarunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Rutam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavato Tadvaktaramavato Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Atha Ekadasho Anuvakaha. Just chant and enjoy the 11th Anuvaka Parayanam which we studied till yesterday. Om Vedamanochacharyonte Vasinamanushaaste Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayaan Ma Pramadaha Acharyaya Priyam Dhanamahrutya Prajatantum Ma Vyavachetsehi Satyanna Pramaditavyam Dharmanna Pramaditavyam Kushalanna Pramaditavyam Bhutyaina Pramaditavyam स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्याम न प्रमदितव्यम देवपितृकार्याभ्याम न प्रमदितव्यम मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यानि अनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन्न तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन्न तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एवं एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The last few lines are so important of this 11th Anuvaka. After the 25 and more beautiful guidances, directions are given, and in the beginning only it was said, E Antevasinam Anushasti. Towards the end also, the Shruti Mata or the Guru Rishi himself is saying these 5-6 things. Yesterday we exhaustively tried to understand. What was that? Eshaha Adeshaha. This is an order. How exhaustively we studied, if you remember. What is Adeshaha? It is Vidhihi. It is the Vidhi to be done. So therefore, with this portion and all the Shastras, Adhenam, what is one of the very, very important thing we as human beings have to understand and practice is कि life is not mechanical. Life is not careless. Life is not indisciplined or erratic. Life is an art. Life is a science wherein there is absolute requirement of absolute understanding and systematic planning and doing everything according to that system. Then only there is a joy of living, then joy of achieving also. It's just not that we are born hungry, we eat, and then one day we die. ऐसा नहीं है वो. These all aspects of the life have to be thoroughly understood and practiced. Then only the significant evolution can be seen in that. That is why this is so. And everybody should, as an intelligent person, question as well as know ki what is vidhi, what is to be done in life when we are in various occasions and situations. And that should be taken to the heart very clearly and should be practiced. That's called as vidhi. The two opposite words are vidhi and nishedha. If it is nishedha, by any means that should not be done. That is a vidhi. If it is a vidhi, by any means or reason, it should not be nishiddha. That is the meaning of vidhi. Vidhi means we have to do, that's it. That feeling should come to in our heart. Whether you take it, the Shruti Mata told me to do, sab to aa gaya, isme Guru told me to do, Bhagwan told me to do, my elders told me to do, or my elders live life that, or I am convinced about it, or I am promised that if I live life like this, I'll be benefited. All the reasons let us use. But first get convinced about noble life and live it. And that should be habit. Just like the habitual wrong living is the fully getting caught up in the delusion. So too the habitually right living is called as coming out of moha or maya or delusion. Simple way it is. You are habituated to live a non-shastriya way of life. That is called full delusion. You are habituated to live according to the shastriya jivana vidhanam. So you are good and noble. That's it. No more delusion you are. First delusion is not understanding Shastra. First removal of delusion, therefore, also is clearly understanding the Vidhividhana indicated by our Shastra for us. And the last removal of the delusion is experiencing the final thing. That anyway will come. So, etad esha adeshaha eshaha vidhi. Now, in life, remember, vidhi means what? No question, no excuse. Some principles in our life, when you take up it as vidhi only, the noble ones, then we get maximum benefit of it. Like you and I are doing nowadays, the vidhi of studying Shastra. Because of various reasons. There may be not perfection, may not be any perfection in study, but the vidhi, is it not putting us every day in front of the text in front of us? Yes, we have to study. First of all, we have to master language, Sanskrit Bhasha. Then we have to do Upasana to Shruti Mata, Rishis of Upanishad, and Adi Shankara, Bhagavan, who is the Bhashyakara. Only through their blessings, when we tune to them through prayer, that the sublime things in the Shastras will be able to understand. Anyway, we are not perfect in that, no doubt. But the vidhi taken, कि हर दिन शास्त्र पढ़ना है, we are in front of the book. Book is in front of us. We are reading the mantras. थोड़ा तो हो रहा है. In the same way, there should be some things as vidhi. And what are the vidhi? अरे 25 चीजें बताए आपको. ऐसा आदेशः ऐसा vidhi. Then fix your mind in that. Like nitya upasana, nitya karma, nitya yajna anushtana, nitya gayatri ityadi, and guru given mantras japa on a daily basis. These all have to be nitya vidhi for us. Just giving an example. Anyway, Bhagavan, your guru has given here 25 things, along with that these things. And depending on the health issues, etc., taking medicine to be taken as adesha is a vidhi. And the cares taken told by the doctor should be taken as vidhi. This vidhi vidhana practice alone is the way by which the senses and mind can be controlled. If that vidhi is not there, then what they say becomes vidhi. And that's what all of us live. That's life at the mind and senses level, not at intellect level. So, esha adesha is equal to esha vidhi. Second, esha upadesha putra pitradinam. See, by saying this, how important extra 26th pointer the Shruti Mata is indicating to us. That these 25 things, the Pita, Pitamaha, Prapitamaha, ityadi, should and must and should give these 25 or principles or knowledges both by practice and theory to their putra, pautra and prapautra. Putra adina means putra, then putraka, putra, praputra, then praputra and prapautra. Pautra and prapautra. Son, grandson, then great grandson. To them, Father, grandfather, great grandfather should give them as Upadesha. So, if at all the parents ask the Guru, "Ki, what instructions I have to give, oh Guru, for my children to live a good, noble life of no blemish, no scar, no failure, all success and all happy. Esha Upadesha, is it not? So, to a person starting his company, he has employed 100 people. He also should know how he should train his employees along with the academics or any company related works. There are professional skills. But along with profession, we are not robo that we don't have mind intellect. This mind intellect, as glorious it is when it is trained, is so much worse when it is left without taking care. Therefore, all those employees, along with professional skills, should be taught to their mind intellect such great, grand, noble values that not only they are professionally excelling, but they are also mutually, boss and other people and the colleagues, every one of them are without any pain in the heart, living life good. Therefore, that boss should know, along with academics or professions, what should I teach. So, to them also, Esha Upadesha. In the same way, when a new government is formed. So, general oath they take, each of them, the Prime Minister or State Chief Minister and all. Then each one is given various portfolios. And that portfolio related knowledge they gain. Many other times the experts in that, they have the knowledge and they supply to the ministers and then they talk on that and all. Ye sab aap jante ho. But even to all of them in parliaments and assemblies should be told some that most beautiful ethical, moral and disciplined values. Then the question is, sir, what should we teach to our MLS and MPs and all? Esha Upadesha. So, whether it is those employees in the companies and all government, whether it is to the big government servants called as MLAs, MPs, whether it is to the teachers in the schools and colleges, that is what the main topic here. It is a college. The education is over. The students are going out. The guru has given here the convocation. So, anyway, that is there. The students, when they leave college, school, to the children, grandchildren, by their parents and grandparents, to the employees, even to the government servants, Esha Upadesha. So, Adesha is what? Command. नहीं करोगे तो टांग तोड़ूंगा, type of order. Upadesha is putting hand on the shoulder, taking close and telling, my dear friend, I am your well-wisher. So I lived a noble life that fetched me so much. Same thing I am telling you. That is these 26 values. So I am suggesting you. Upa means samipe. Disha means directing. So calling someone very samipa and directing them is called upadesha. So you just take your, like I told you the other day, the child is given Upadesha in the years by the father at the time of the Yagnopita Samskara, Gayatri Mantra. So to Bulakar, bhai, sab theek ठाक hai, your health is good, your talents are good, you got professional skill. With all that you deserved, therefore you got a post. But you have to sustain in that post for all the time. You should get promotions. You should not get demotion. You should not have any misunderstandings, problems with anyone. What is the way? What are the preventive measures? Esha Upadeshaha. बुलाकर उनको बोलना चाहिए. And remember, these Adesha Upadesha to be remembered, reminded again and again. नहीं तो क्या होगा कि कौन इसमें से कुछ भूल गया नहीं पता, इसके खिलाफ कर रहा है नहीं पता, दूसरों को मिसगाइड कर रहा है नहीं पता. That's why in all schools, colleges, the morning, that Janaganamana Dinayaka, toward the end, Vande Mataram and Pratigna, or any time. Why it is done? Because it should be remembered. And the teachers must see the way, different ways to teach them these, so that everybody they are reminded without getting bored. How do you do is your skill. In the same way, these have to be every day reminded, if not at least for a week or so. नहीं तो वो भूल जाते हैं. The human mind's nature is how much more glorious a thing or person may be, with familiarity, the value for that person goes away and slowly we forget them. Then we lose to get that benefit from that person. It can be even guru also. Because of too much familiarity, you slowly lose the value. Then you forget that person. Then you get lost everywhere. Then you will not even know that you are going away, astray. So हो जाता है. Therefore, here we have to remind these values as upadesha again and again. कभी उनको एक टेस्ट लगवाओ या कभी उनको प्रैक्टिकली ले जाओ कहीं, कभी उनको क्या कहते हैं क्विज लगाओ उस पे, और उनको खुद कहो कि राइट ए स्टोरी ऑन सत्यम एंड धर्मम, राइट ए पोएम ऑन सत्यम एंड धर्मम, you tell your experience of when you spoke truth, how it happened, untruth, what happened. So, by all means, these noble values have to be taught. All the values noble, as well as doing dharma, as well as upasana to God, as well as Vedanta Vicharana, have to be done just like driving a vehicle where till we reach destination, we have to be alert not to lose the balance. बैलेंस लूज नहीं करेंगे गाड़ी चलाने के टाइम. अलर्ट लाइक इन द सेम वे इन द ट्रैवल ऑफ लाइफ टिल द मोक्ष ऑफ डेस्टिनेशन इज रीच्ड, none of these can be forgotten even a moment. Therefore, these adesha should be reminded, these upadeshas have to be reminded. So adesha dhamki dete हुए, upadesha lovingly taking close and telling. Third one is what? Yesha Veda Upanishatu. See, three things. Veda Upanishad means what? Veda Rahasyam, Veda Artha iti etatu. Veda Artha itself is Veda Rahasyam. Means what? Whereas not Vedanta, Vedanta Rahasyam is Brahma Jnana. But Veda Rahasyam is Vedanta. But Ved is what? Veda Ras kya hai फिर वेदांत को पहुंचाने वाला are these values. Means what? It's a very subtle thought said. In Veda there are two portions. One is Karma and Upasana Kanda, which talks about varieties of yajnas and all. Other Veda portion is the Vedanta, Upanishads, which teach the Brahma Vidya. Now here, Veda Rahasyam, Veda Artha, value is given to these 25 values means we have to pause and ponder. The two beautiful things which come to our understanding are what? How many of the karma kandas the Veda is teaching us? While doing so, you may be earning lot of money, uttama loka, and yet you will not enjoy them without these 25 things. Therefore, the Veda Artham, Veda Rahasyam is not yajna and karma kanda to fulfill your artha kama. Do that, but more artha, more rahasya is what? Live these noble lives. Then only there is meaning to your yajna upasana and there is a joy without problem to the result of your yajna upasana in the form of this loka or the other loka. Therefore, Veda Rahasyam, this one, Veda Artham, this one. Veda means Jnanam. So the real Jnana Rahasyam, Jnana Artham is this. Means what? The Jnana and the values go together. Means a Jnani lives a life of values. A values lived person alone can be said to be a Pakka Jnani. This is what said as Panditaha Ajnana Shochanti in Gita. That is what here. You are crying means you are not a Pandit. You have done wrong. What is the meaning of doing wrong? Values not practiced. Is it clear? One portion. So Veda has two branches. Karma Kanda, then Upasana, Yajna Kanda. Jnana Kanda, sorry. Karma Upasana Kanda, one branch. Jnana Kanda, another one. So, actually, Vedartham, Vedarasyam means क्या बोलना चाहिए? ब्रह्म ज्ञानम बोलना चाहिए इधर. इधर क्या बोलना चाहिए? Doing yajnas, upasanas, get other result. But Bhashyakara says that Esha Vedopanishad means Veda Artha, Veda Raha says these values he's saying. Means what? More important than in the Karma Kanda, Yajna Kanda, more important than the ritual aspect is these values. In the same way, There's no doubt about. The Brahma Jnana is the Vedartha Vedarahasya in the Jnana portion. Clear? Yet the value of Vedarthata, Vedarahasyata is given to these values means what? Without these values, we don't get Arhata for Brahmajnanam nor the Brahmanubhuti and Moksha. Equally true is what? If these values are practiced, assured that you are going to get Brahmajnana. Like what Krishna told to Arjuna at the Yuddha, this Yuddha is an open door for you to heavens. Both the heavens. If you die, the upper heavens, open door, welcome, red carpet. Hatova prapsasi swargam. If you are not died, you are winning the war here. Jitvava bhokshase mahim like the swarga. So this yuddha is open door for you, for the swarga. In the same way, these values are open doors for both the moksha here by giving us arahata for brahmajnanam. Same values are there which give meaning to yajna kanda and upasana kanda, by which this and otherworldly material things come to you. Not knowing this, we are all doing karmas, upasanas, blessed by the God or government or anybody, you are getting material things, and yet we are still miserable. Why? These values we have not valued. Therefore, what are the important things? Is it through Yajna Yaga we should get the money and objects to enjoy? Or is it we have to practice these Satyavadar values? Or this is that we have to study Tattvamasi and grain Brahmajnanam? When the question is asked, which is important in these three, you must be very clear that all the three are required. Brahmajnanam for the moksha. Then the Dhana Kanakadi for the outer comforts. Values are for the inner mind. These inner values of Satyamada Dharmamchara are the ones, they act like a vaccine. Don't allow the viruses to come in pursuit both of the Yajna for material gains, Jnana Yajna for the spiritual emancipation. Therefore, first focus on learning these values. And the beauty of it is what? When these values are practiced, both the bosses come to this person, such people searching to give job, so to Rishis Munis come to give the Upanishad Vakya. If these values are not there, I may go and join in any bosses, any company, but after some time I is removed because these values are not there. So to I myself go to a Gurukula or Acharya and study all this. But these values are not there, Mano, then the study won't be fruitful. It won't last longer. Either you leave the ashram and go, or Guru may tell you to go. Because these values are not there. सत्यम वदा धर्मम चर नहीं है, झूठ बोल रहा है, जो काम कह रहे नहीं कर रहा है वो. व्हाट विल द गुरु डू देन? बेटा तुमको यह जगह ठीक नहीं है, जाओ कहीं. और वी आवर सेल्स आर फीलिंग बैड कि हमको सत्य बोलने को कह रहे हैं जिसका आदत नहीं है, और धर्म करने को कह रहे हैं इसका अर्थ ही नहीं पता. तो बेटर नॉट टू बी इन द आश्रम. लेट अस जॉइन द टेररिस्ट ग्रुप. Group who create terror by asatya and adharma. Are you understanding the beauty of these sentences? If these 25 values are not so important, these many 5 sentences to empower the importance of them, the Shruti Mata would have told to waste this time portion for us. Therefore, Esha Adeshaha means Vidhi. Esha Upadesha means Putra Shishye Putradibhya Pitradinam. So, okay, then Esha Vedopanishad means Veda Rahasyam Veda Artha iti etatu. This itself is Veda Artha, Veda Rahasya, both the Karma Kanda Veda, the Jnana Kanda Veda. So this understood, we are welcomed for both, we succeed in both Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. So this is a bridge. Clear? Then we saw Etad Anushasanam, most important. Who created the world? Ishvara. Who created Jivas? Ishvara. Who gave all the powers to Jiva to work? Ishvara. Abilities? Ishvara. Positions? Ishvara. Then what is to be done here? Who decides? Same, no? I made my company. I employed you. I am giving you salary. So whom you have to listen to? Not the padosi wala. You have to listen to me only. So Ishvara Krita Jagata, Ishvara Nirmita Jiva, Ishvara Ukta Anushasanam only we have to do. Therefore, Etat Ishvarasya Anushasanam. ईश्वर का अनुशासन भी यही है, गुरु का उपदेश भी यही है, माता पिता का उपदेश भी यही है, और कंपल्सरीली टू बी डन द लॉ सिस्टम, लीगल सिस्टम का ऑर्डर भी ऐसे ही जीने का है। एष आदेश इज लीगल सिस्टम, एष उपदेश इज पेरेंट्स एंड गुरुस, एष वेदोपनिषद इज द अथॉरिटी ऑफ द स्क्रिप्चर्स इन विच द ऋषिज मुनिस ऑफ immemorial time went on living and proved again and again. These are the noble values must be inculcated to maintain that Rishitva, all that. So too, it is the Anushasanam, it is Ishvara Vachanam. So Adesha Vachyasya Videhe, here Adesh को हमने विधि रूप में एक्सप्लेन किया, इसलिए अनुशासन को हम ईश्वर वचन के रूप में कह रहे हैं. So Adesha and Anushasanam, actually same words. So Upar you said Adesha, Shrutimata said Esha Adesha, it started with that. Why again she said Anushasanam? Both are same now. Adesha is Vidhi, Anushasanam is Ishvara Anushasanam. You know, to just make it more clear, we are using two words to explain. Adesha means Vidhi, Anushasanam is Ishvara Vachanam. Now, dekho, Ishvara Vachan is what? Minimum courtesy. It is ours to follow the Ishvara's Vachana, because of him we are living. You want to avoid the punishments given by Ishvara? Yeah, then you have to follow this Ishvara Vachana. You want to be loved by Ishvara and get promotions by him? Ishvara Vachana. In three ways. Minimum courtesy, we have to follow Ishvara Vachana. Should not be demoted, we must follow the Ishvara Vachana. Should want to be promoted, Ishvara Vachana. Same, no? Any job का भी example वही है. I am working in this office. So when they are giving me salary, it is my minimum courtesy to tell what they do, what they tell. Second, if I don't want to demote myself, then also thing is that what they vachanam they told, that only I have to do. If they have to write good CR for my promotion, again there also what they tell I have to do. So Ishvara is the creator, maintainer, sustainer. He is the karmaphala data. He is the one who puts us into dukkha and sukha through the naraka and swarga and all. Therefore, to avoid bad, you want to get good, then follow his Anushasana. First, come to that conclusion. Then, what is Ishvara Anushasana? These 25 values. Esha Adesha, Esha Upadesha, Esha Vedopanishad, Etad Anushasana. Now, here, these two lines. Anushasanam, after saying so, Adesha Vasanasya Videtvat, Adesha Vachasya Videhe Uktatvat. Now, Sarvesham va Pramana Bhutanam Anushasanam Etatu. That's what. For all the Pramanas, through all the Pramanas, these 25 values are taught, not as suggestions only, but as Anushasana orders. It's not an idea, it's not a suggestion, it is not an alternative, or it's not an option given. See, here Bhashyakara says, even though Adesha, Anushasana words, other than that, Upadesha, Vedopanishad words are said, don't take them lightly. Whether it is Upadesha by the parents also, take it as Anushasana. Yesha Vedopanishad, therefore, you have to follow the Veda as Brahma, as a Hindu. Therefore, there also you take it as Anushasana only. And why he says this, Shankara Bhagavan? Because the Anuvaka started with that. Veda Vanuchyacharya Antevasniyam Anushasti. So, what is Veda Anushasanam? This one. What is parents Anushasanam? This one. What is the teachers Anushasanam? This one. What is Ishvaras Anushasanam? This one. What is the Shishtachara Anushasanam? This one. What thing we have to follow as Anushasana for our progress in life? These are the things. By using these type of explanations to our intellect, you have to make the intellect stronger in the conviction of following these things and practice that conviction in spite of whatever the temptation, suggestions, the mind senses give, or any problems from the world come. Then only we will become powerful enough to withdraw or thwart all the negative things, keep on moving on positive. So, sarvesham va pramana bhutanam anushasanam etat. For all the so-called pramanas of the parents or the gurus or the shastras and Ishvara, they are the pramana whom we have to hold on and do what they say. Is it not? Like tasmat shastram pramanam te. So too in Gita, yadidacharati shreshtaha tatta devetaro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokaha tadanu artate. Pramana means authority, source of authority. What to do? I must have an authority to guide me. Somebody higher than me. These are the four authorities: the parents, the teachers, the Shastras, and the Lord. For all of them, and by all their mouths, what is coming to us as to be lived life is these 25 values. Therefore, many things have the authority of one parents or teacher or the Ishvara or the Shastra. But these 25 of them have the authority of all the four. Like in a meeting, when you have, you as secretary or anybody, you propose one thing. एक ने वोट दिया, दो ने नहीं की, और कुछ तुमने किया है. Some 50-50 हुआ, 30-40 हुआ, 30-70 ऐसा. Some point when you propose, 100% hand raised. Immediately that point gets approved. In the same way, regarding these 25 values, the parents हाथ खड़े करके कहते हैं बच्चे करना चाहिए. Gurus हाथ खड़े करके कहते हैं शिष्य लोग करना चाहिए. ईश्वर हाथ खड़े करके कहते हैं ये भी मेरा भी यही ऑर्डर है. श्रुतिवात also says these are the ones my order to do for you to do. बढ़िया पॉइंट है ये. सर्वेषां प्रमाणानां प्रमाणभूतानां सर्वेषां प्रमाणभूतानां means which are taken as authority for getting knowledge so that we decide and do. कर्म के लिए नॉलेज चाहिए, नॉलेज के लिए अथॉरिटी चाहिए. ये अथॉरिटी चार है, चारों ने यही ज्ञान दिया हमको आचरण के लिए. Therefore, सर्वेषां प्रमाणभूतानां अनुशासनम एतत्. No conclusion. Therefore, yasmat evam, this being so, tasmat, therefore, evam yathoktam sarvam upasitavyam kartavyam. Yes, I told you, no? Sarvam upasitavyam, sarvam upasita means kartavyam. Tavyam means kartavyam. Here upasitavyam means take to your heart so closely, do it as kartavya. Not that out of 10 questions, answer 4. No. We used to enjoy. You remember those days of school? 10 mathematical problems given and say 6 you can answer. Each one carry 5 marks. So the 30 marks. The 2 mark questions 5, 1 marks question 10. Total 50 marks exams. So out of 10 given, we have to answer 5. We browse through. Whichever easier first we completed. Then the more intelligent student says, I have answered all the 50. You select and give me marks. Wonderful is that life. But that is a dangerous thing. If the guru is intelligent, he is kind enough, he will correct, he will answer, give marks to all the answers, but selects those answers which will give 100 marks. If the guru is not that much kind, he will give marks to all, but जिस आंसर्स का मार्क्स कम है वो सेलेक्ट करेगा तो 10 on 10 नहीं आएगा. मुझे हुआ एक आध बार. I answered all, so I must give 100%. 7 marks came less. मैंने पूछा क्यों? तुमने सब जवाब दिया ना? या मैंने जिस मार्क को एक आध कम मार्क मिला उसको जोड़ लिया मैंने. Here that option is not there. That you can answer 5, leave 5. 25, Swamiji, can I do some 10 of them? Okay, आपके आत्म शांति के लिए 12. 13 you leave me. No, to that extent the problem will come. One tablet कम लिया तो वो बीमारी दूर नहीं होगा. One vitals or vitaminal tablet नहीं लिया तो उतनी एनर्जी नहीं आएगी. इसे सब करना ही पड़ेगा. That is the main point. He says, यथोक्तम सर्वम. Evam, in this way, yathoktam, what is said, exactly that alone. Sarva means all that alone. Upasitavya means kartavya. Never ever compromise with them. As we said yesterday, day before also is what? Our durbhagyata is what? That which we have to do with kartavyata buddhi. About that, the kartavya buddhi is not there. and that which you have to do the Nisheda Buddhi, we don't have the Nisheda Buddhi to them. Therefore, Nisheda ko Kartavya ke roop mein, Kartavya ko Nisheda roop mein, both sin of omission and commission, we keep on doing out of our confusion, never grow in our spiritual life, nor in the world, nor in the mind. विधि को विधि बुद्धि से, निषेध को निषेध बुद्धि से, विधि को भी करना है, निषेध को निषेध करना है. So it is says upadesh esha upasitavya means kartavyam. Kartavyata buddhi should come to us. This side. From today onwards, Satyam Vada, Dharmam Charya, all that. First of all, these 25 by heart करना चाहिए. पहले ये अनुवाक को by heart करना चाहिए. मेरे को तो आ गया. How many of you by hearted? I don't know. Then the meaning of each of these words, especially with the help of Bhashyakara, then they have to be done as kartavya. Upastavyam kartavyam. एवं उच एतत् उपास्यम मीन्स उपास्यम एवं च एतत्. मतलब क्या है? सुनकर डिसेबल, हाँ गुरु महाराज करके, ऑलमोस्ट ही क्रॉस द डोर. अगेन ही केम बैक. गुरु महाराज, फिर से मैं सोचा हूँ, आई एम गिविंग यू ए चांस टू टेल मी एन अल्टरनेटिव. Is there any alternative than this? No, beta. Upasyam eva chaitatu. No, very sensitive thing I want to share here. What is one? तुमको चैन से जीना है तो इनको करना ही है. नहीं कर सके तो मरो, नहीं तो जिंदगी बेचैन होगा. हिंदी में कहा तो पीपल माइट हैव कॉट इट. The meaning of upasyam eva chayetat means what? You have to. Like in some of the medical cases, where the doctors, the attendants of the patient asks, doctor, without operation, can it be done through tablets and all? He says, not possible. There's no other way. It has reached the stage of operation. No other thing, way of treatment will help it. Rather, if you delay, further it will become aggravated. It is not possible even through operation also later on to clean or cure. Have you heard this? लेकिन मुझे पसंद नहीं ऑपरेशन, भगवान ये देह दिया, मैंने सोचा कि ये कोई भी खंजर या कोई कैंची मेरे शरीर को टच नहीं करना चाहिए. Some funny people have this notion. The body given by the Lord, therefore it should not be cut by any of the things. We can die. Arey, Shastra Chikitsa, all of them are always there in our Shastras. Like this, many of the reasons they have their own, then try to find alternative, then they ask doctor. Doctor कहते हैं operation करना है. You know, in the many of the Hindi movies you have seen, especially the pregnant woman, she has to deliver. Then the dialogue is on ऑपरेशन करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो माता को बच्चे को दोनों को खतरा है जान का. Nowadays is everything only, you all know that. What is the meaning of that? There is no other alternative. Understood? In the same way, etat upasitavyam is this way. Upasyam eva cha etat is another way. Same thing said in more powerful way. Upasyam eva etat. Etat upasyam eva. In that etat is important. Upasyam eva etat. In this upasyam is important. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? यही इंपॉर्टेंट है करने को, करना ही है इसको. तुमको ही जाना है उधर, उधर ही जाना है तुमको. You only have to go there. You have to go there only. In the same way, upasana has to be done of this alone. Is of this upasana must be done. Feel that meaning. Why I'm taking time, you know, these particular some portions लगता है इंटेलेक्चुअली समझे ना, वो दिल में जाना चाहिए, हृदय पूर्वक होना चाहिए वो. Because everything finally decides, heart decides finally everything. From there only, if you decide in your heart, I love this person, at every cost you love. If you decide I leave this person, you leave it. Leave that. In the same way, दिल से सब होता है. तो दिल में पहुंचना है बात है. दैट इज भाई घुमा फिरा के इतने अथॉरिटीज लेकर बता रहे. वही बिकॉज बताया ऑलरेडी, ये बचाने वाला वैल्यूज है वो. Not only you, but because of you, the whole world is helped or saved. Else, not only you are crushed by the world if you don't follow this, There are some people who get misguided by us. Together they destroy the world. एक बंदा गलत है तो दुनिया उसको तबाह करेगी, उसको कुचल डालेगी. बट सारे बंदे गलत है तो दुनिया खुद ही तबाह हो जाएगी. Is it not? These negative, if these practices are not done positive, opposite of that are done, instead of satya asatya, instead of dharma is adharma, instead of swadhyaya only seeing tea and never studying shastra, instead of respecting the acharya, guru, if you go away, then the negative will come. Result. So we have seen it, evam cha etat upasyam eva cha etatu. Means what? Na anupasyam. Means what? Never ever it should be compromised. Anupasana uska karna hi nahi. Anupasana is compromise. Never ever should be compromised. Iti adarartham puna vachanam. Adara means the value and importance of these 25 instructions. Therefore, again, evam upasitavyam evam ucha etat upasyam. उपासितव्यम में कर्तव्यता बुद्धि आ गया. देन एवं उच्चये तदुपास्य में क्या हुआ? अकर्तव्यता कभी नहीं आने देना. दैट इज व्हाट द मीनिंग ऑफ न अनुपास्यम इज इक्वल टू उपास्यम. न अनुपास्यम, नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. कर मतलब जरूर करना चाहिए. नहीं एंड छोड़ना बोथ आर नेगेटिव. नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. सो नहीं छोड़ना दोनों जुड़ गए, क्या हुआ? जरूर करना चाहिए बिना छोड़े. This is how iti adarartham punah vachanam. To give the value importance due to these values. And these are the gem portions. If we get conviction about them in our heart and start doing, genuine sadhana is happening. If we skip this portion, be attentive. Other than this portion, there is nothing which can guide us. We have skipped this or moved forward. And when we come back to this portion only, that we will be assured of progress. And when do we come back, we don't know. We don't know. Like a huge compound wall around a building. You want to enter. Only one entrance is there. You are standing in front of it. Right now you enter it. नो यू वांट टू घूम फिरा के. अब कितना भी घूमो फिर इधर से जाना पड़ेगा. बट घूमने के लिए कितना टाइम लगता है नहीं पता. इन द सेम वे दिस इज द ओनली वे टू मेक आवर आउटर इनर एंड स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ्स noble and fruitful, whether we practice them today or 100 lives. आना तो इधर ही पड़ेगा. This we have to help ourselves. This knowledge should help us to decide to practice these values right now. Like you eat food through mouth. You eat through mouth like this or bring the food like this up or below, या नीचे से करो या घुमा के करो. Ultimately, मुख के through mouth only the food has to go inside. There's no other way. You may use spoon, you may use one another thing. Left hand से खाओ, पाँव से खाओ. कितना भी नौटंकी करो, ultimately खाना मुंह से जाना. Same way, any type of your choiceful life you live, told by others, misguided others, never ever you become happy or successful till we start living life as told in this 25. That is the meaning of anupasyam na iti adarartham punah vachanam. This is how this 11th Anuvaka gave us complete clear picture as to how we have to make our life noble. No value is secondary in that, every one of them, including the last one where ये अभी क्या आते हैं उनके साथ कैसे व्यवहार करना. Then even the कर्म विचिकित्सा वृत्त विचिकित्सा है तो कैसा करना. Then how we have to follow what noble things are done by noble people as well as our acharyas, not the wrong things, even if they happen to do to demonstrate us not to do or out of some other compulsion. Every of this, Matrudeva, Pitrudeva, Acharya Deva. Do you remember that? Satyamada, Dharmamchara, Swadhyaya Ma Prabhada, Acharya Piram Dharmahurtya, Prajantovaya Vachesi, Satyana Pravatavyam, Dharmana Pravatavyam, Kusalana Pravatavyam, Bhutena Pravatavyam, Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyana Pravatavyam, Deva Vitrugaryabhyana Pravatavyam, Matrudeva Bhava, Pitrudeva Bhava, Acharya Deva, Atideva Bhava, Yani Anodhyan Karmanthani, Sevitavyani, no Hitarani, Yani Smakam Suchitani, Tani Toya Upasyani, no Hitarani, एकेश अस्मां श्रेयांस ब्राह्मणः तेषां ते आसनेन प्रशस्तव्यं श्रद्धयादेयम् अश्रद्धयादेयं श्रियादेयं म्रियादेयं वियादेयं समिदादेयम् अतएते कर्मविचिकित्सा वृत्तिविचिकित्सा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः विमर्शनयुक्ता युक्ता लुक्षधर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तन्ते तथा तत्र वर्तिताः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः समर्शकेन युक्ता युक्ता लुक्षधर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेत. As much powerful are these instructions, so much powerful are Esha Adeshaha, Esha Upadeshaha, Esha Vedopanishad, Etadanushasana, Evam Upasitavyam, Evam Uchaitadupasya. And as much forcefully the Upanishad said, so much forcefully only we too studied last 3 days, 4 days. That is what they mean. Same way we have to tell to our intellect that these things have to become conviction and practice. Then the life changes. जिद्दी करके हम बुराइयां करके अपने आप को तबाह करते हैं. So too हमें जिद्दी करके ही अच्छाइयां करके साधना में आगे बढ़ना. That जिद्दी is called vratam, अनुष्ठानम. Negative अनुष्ठानम vratam we have done so far. Let us take up the positive ones to help ourselves. Clear? So with this we are announcing 11th Anuvakam is over for our study. Now 12th Anuvaka is the Shanti mantra which was there in the beginning. So before commenting on that, in 10-12 pages, Bhagavan Adi Shankara gives some discussion between the Siddhanti and Purva Pakshi. Siddhanti is Advaita Vedanta Siddhanti. Brahmatmaikya Bodha Pratipadaka Siddhanti. Siddhanti. Siddha Antaha. Antaha Siddha. Anta means ultimate goal. Siddha, the one who's achieved it. So Siddhanti is in the knowledge and experience. This Purva Pakshi is opposite party, opposition part, who is not the Advaita Vedanta Siddhanti, but is in Dvaita or anything other than Advaita. In that, he wants to establish his own Dvaita, there is one category. By any means, he wants to defeat the Advaita, there is second category. He wants to change his opinion from Dvaita to Advaita, but he needs clear guidance, logic, examples, all that for it. All the three categories are there. कुछ भी करके अद्वैती को लुढ़काना है, कुछ भी करके हमारे द्वैत को एस्टैब्लिश करना है, प्रॉपर कन्विक्शन के द्वारा हमारे द्वैत से अद्वैत में जाना है. All the three, no? I defeat the Guru is one way, I establish myself is second way, I surrender to the Guru is a third way. So to know I forget the God is one, I establish my individuality too, I become devotee of God, the three. Three types of all options are always there. In the office company also you can work to destroy the company, you can work to establish yourself, you can work to make the company grow. So all the three possibilities are there. So here Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankaracharya is taking up this big topic of discussions in which he himself is become Siddhanti. These three Purva Pakshis, sometimes this fellow will work, second time other, third. Majority of the time, some believer of Advaita but not convinced. That type of Dvaitin only he collects and he just clears his few of the doubts or cobwebs so that he is convinced. Others who are very strong in their Dvaita, he fights with them in different context. Bhagavan Shankara. In many Advaitin also, in the Khandana, Khandika, Bhashyam, there are some books are there. All the Dvaita Siddhantas are refuted. Very good books they are all. One is their Khandana, Khandika, Kavya, means somebody did Khandana of Advaita. And this Mahatma came and did the Khandana of that fellow. They all give us more and more sharpness to get more strong in our conviction about the Advaita and reach to that, of course, en route using all the sadhanas. Advaitin is never contradictory or against any other Dvaita. And more than that, he is so intelligent that he uses all of them. Then when it comes to the final goal, he will not compromise with his Advaita. अब तुम हमारे द्वैत का उपासना को यूज किया ना, किया हूं मैं, देन यू टेक द ईश्वर द्वैतवाद ऑफ ईश्वर एंड भक्त, नो नो नो, हमको तो ईश्वर दोनों एक ही है, अद्वैत फाइनली तो हमको चाहिए. सो एनीवे, इन दिस पोर्शन द पूर्व पक्षी सिद्धांत डिस्कशन के रूप में फॉर रियलाइजेशन आत्म साक्षात्कार द रोल ऑफ कर्म उपासना एंड ज्ञान मार्ग, their combination, their role, that is discussed. Okay, Shankara Bhagavan is famous for Jnana Samuchchayavada Khandanam. Jnana Karma Samuchchayavada Khandanam means what? For the sake of moksha, only Jnana is helpful, nothing of any karma and upasana. This is what he establishes. But same Vedas, Upanishads, there is upasana and karma, and you yourself have done karma. So many of the upasanas you only established, Shanmada Sthapanacharya, they are all for unfit fellow. For a fit fellow, Jnanam is the one thing required for moksha. And many other reasons. Why? Only through knowledge, the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, giver of moksha, is gained. This is what is a lamba chauda discussion. And we are really scholarly, very intelligent, and want to be intelligent. If you can thoroughly study this word by word, then very difficult, I hope, because you should have a lot of other backgrounds also. So we will browse through and see if at all something we can understand. I can't assure you of exhaustive explanation. I myself not very clear about few of the things. दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा 10 जन्म के बाद. Clear? Now we will start. उपक्रम करेंगे हम. See, 11th Anuvakam exhaustive Bhashyam studied over. Just keep it aside. Thank you, O Lord. This Esha Adesha, Esha Upadesha, Esha Vedopanishad, Etadanu Eva Upastavyam, Eva Muchetadupasam. We will value it. We will not forget. Okay. Now, the Sambandha Bhashya for the next Valli, it is actually, and the topic is what? Vidya Karma Vicharana is the topic. He starts like this. I will just read the Bhashya of 5-6 lines. Then you explain it. It's so simple. What he says, Atra etat chintyate vidya karmanoho vivekartham kim karmabhya eva kevalebhyah param shreyah uta vidya savyapekshebhyah ahosvit vidya karmabhyam sammatabhyam vidyaya va karmapekshaya uta kevalaya eva vidyaya iti. So in the next 5-6 pages, what is discussed in the content form, it is given. Like physics is the book. Then there are 10 chapters. The first page, that content is given, in which Vishayanukramanika, chapter 1, this one, page number this to 2, chapter 2, chapter 3, etc. is given. So he is giving, these are the 5 topics that are discussed in our this portion. So atra etat chintyate. Atra means in this further portion of the Bhashya, this is what is contemplated. What is chintate? Vidya, why and what for? Vidya karmanoho vivekartham. To know the role of Vidya as well as Vidya means Jnana. Karma means karma and upasana. So Vidya karmanoho vivekartham atraeta chintate. And what are the topics, sir? First topic, after 5. Kim karmabhyah eva kevalebhyah param shreyah. Question 1, discussion 1 is what? Only exclusively by karma, the param shreya is called moksha. Is attainable? Is it attainable? Purva Pakshi says yes, very much. Siddhanta proves no. So first option is what? Pure karma, not even a trace of jnanam, will you get moksha. And Siddhanta will quote the mantras of Shastra only to tell कि यहाँ यहाँ ऐसा लिखा है. अरे बाबा वो पूरा पढ़ तुम आधा पढ़कर बोलता है. That's how the Siddhanta will correct the पूर्व पक्ष. किम कर्मभ्यः एव केवलेभ्यः परम श्रेयः. First point is understood. Only karma, not at all jnana of Vedanta Vicharana added. Only karma करते जा रहे हैं. यज्ञ कर्म, उपासना कर्म, and with that moksha comes. Will it be possible? Point 1. Second one is what? Uta vidya savyapekshebhyah karmabhyah. Vidya Savapeksha matlab 10%, 20% Vidya, 80% is karma. So in the earlier one, Vidya is totally denied, only karma. Will moksha come? Now little of Vidya added of 10, 20%, but 80, 70% is 90% is karma only. Will it be that way? Means predominantly karma, very light jnanam. Moksha aega kya? That type of logic also he says. Because the fighting between these two is what? At any cost, I have to prove my karma. That is what the Karma Siddhanti Dvaiti talks. At any cost, I have to prove only Jnana without karma is Vedanta Siddhanti is fighting. Finally, Vedanti will win. Means what? In these logics. But the Maya ka power kya hai na? Even if the Guru is telling all lovingly, logically, etc., yet if you are deluded in your Maya and mind, you will never understand in one sentence also. Just like it happens every day to all of us. In the same way, these karma kandins, these Dvaitavadin, how much ever they listen from Advaita, like Dhritarashtra, they never accept it. That is called as power of Maya. Power of Maya, as I told you yesterday, you know that it is Maya and yet you are caught up in that. The only way to come out of Maya is hold on to Bhagavan. That's it. And that's why we said day before yesterday, Bhagavan ko choda, Maya mein fasa. Bhagavan ko pakada, Maya chut gaya. Who leave Bhagavan lost in Maya. Hold on to Bhagavan, Maya goes away. Bhagavan is only two things. One, Brahmanubhuti. Second, Brahmanuti being all the jnanams of Upanishads. Of course, for that your sadhana to become qualified. So first option, only karma, zero jnanam. Second, karma 80, 20% jnanam. Third one is what? Ahosvit vidya karmabhyam samhatabhyam. When they are so complementing each other, 50-50. Will these two together as a healthy combination give the full moksha? Like in cricket and all those games also, there are some pitches which it is so friendly to bowlers. If the bowlers are good, they get the match won. Because pitch is like that. Some pitches are batsman friendly. Therefore, batsmen play well, they will get the match. In some places, this bowler and batsman both friendly. If they properly coordinate between the bowling and batting team, the team will win. होता है कि नहीं? Each country, whichever is their strength, that way they prepare the pitches, keeping other countries' weakness also in mind. That's why in all those 70s, 80s, up to early 90s, in whichever the country we used to play, we used to get defeated, bruised, beaten up. Because our spin bowling pitches and bowlers and batsmen are like that. There is a fast bowling. They make bouncy pitches in the ball, the body line attacks. You have gone through all that. कितने पूरा चेहरे पे चोट लगा कर आते थे अपने Indian players. But we also made different grounds. We are made it a bowler. Good bowlers we also produce. Therefore, we are showing our greatness in all tournaments. Just like that one sports item. Any sports like that. In the same way, here also. The third option is 50-50 dono. Will the moksha come? Fourth one is one. Vidya va karma apekshya. Fourth is Vidya is 70, karma is 30. 80-20. थोड़ा तो कर्म होना चाहिए है ना चलेगा ना फोर्थ फिफ्थ इज वन उत केवलया एव विद्या ओनली by vidya that you get the moksha called paramashreya. Which are the five ones? Which of these five? So many of us think ki it's a combination of all. Remember, combination of all is by practice, but theoretically it cannot be. Theoretically, kevalaya vidya eva moksha. How is it so? That's what is the discussion we are going to do from tomorrow. Give your time, patience. We try to explain it up. So, Purva Pakshi first stage. Tatra kevalebhya karmabhya eva syatu. Only by pure karma, moksha can come. This is Purva Pakshi Vadana. For that, he gives quotations. Then Siddhanti refutes and explains. Sometimes Siddhanti uses the opposite quotations, which are more in number and more powerful. Sometimes he tells the child, see the reference to context, what you are talking, you are wrongly interpreting it wrong place, or you have not fully thoroughly contemplated. So one of these techniques the Siddhanti adopts to make the Purvapakshi understand that what he says is wrong and what Siddhanti says is right. So for all the first four things, answer is nai, 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 nai. Only to the fifth one, ha. What are the first four things? Only through karma moksha, nahi. Karma 80, jnanam 20, nahi. Karma jnanam 50-50, nahi. Jnanam 70, karma 30, nahi. 100% jnanam, ha. That is a conclusion. Then this all will give us a ultimate finer tuning to our antakarana. That only through Brahmajnana there is a moksha. First get convinced about it. Then to get the Brahmajnana, you want Antakarana Shuddhi. Therefore, you take up your Patanjali Yoga Sutra and study and do. Don't get lost in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Then you will be caught up only in the mind, the chitta, chitta-vrittis. That is why we don't touch it before we teach Vedanta. First we teach Vedanta, and then you become Pakka. Then we are going to study very soon after our Vidurniti. So, first to learn the Vedanta Lakshyam. To reach that, your yoga sadhana. To reach that, your bhakti sadhana. To reach that, your all this Satyamvada ityadi. See, Satyamvada told, Brahmajnana already touched earlier. Now, after giving values and making us prepared, the final goal is start. Never forget the Advaita Tattva as the final goal, which is reached only through the Jnanam. So this gives the clarity of what I want, moksha. It is through only Vidya, Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, theoretical and experience. But right now, because my mind is full of Ashuddhis of Rajas Tamas, they cannot be washed without Karma, Bhakti, Ashtanga Yoga. Therefore, required amount, I will do them. Any Karma Yogi, Bhakti Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi will never fulfill his missions, life's mission, unless he talks about Vedanta. They themselves know it. Even Patanjali himself cannot say tada yoga chitta vritti nirodha, chitta ka vrittiyon ko nirod karo. Then he can go to the next mantras, no? Vritti sarupya mitaratra, vrittaya panchataya, klishta, pramana, vikalpa, vipakara, nidyasmutaya, pratyaksha, anumana, agama, pramana, मोक्ष. नहीं बोलेगा तो उनका नहीं चलेगा, इसलिए बोला उन्होंने. But value he gave it to yoga. If you go on giving value to the yoga of Chittavritti Nirodha, devaluing the Jnana Marga or Vedanta, you will get what yoga gives, but that's not ultimate. Then Siddhis will come to you, Kaivalya will not come. Not in that way actually, it is his purpose. And these all yogis are Avatara Bhagavan only somewhere. Means what? Theoretically they are studying, like all